Yeah, this is We Are Podcast, the only show where we talk about what we want to talk about. We Are Podcast, let the ice house flow. We Are Podcast, it's an internet talkie show. We Are Podcast, you know the mouse knows. We Are Podcast, so look up an episode and now let's start the show.
Hello and welcome to We Are Podcast, episode 42, the only podcast on the internet where we talk about what we want to talk about. My name is Matt.
My name is Phil, leader of the Overlord Tanks.
And as always, thank you anyone and everyone for listening. You can follow us on SoundCloud, like, share, favorite, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Leave a question, comment, or email, boob and or dick pic, your choice. We, the letter R, podcast at gmail.com. Also known as the Podcast of Thunder and Talking Shit. Do you think Gene Simmons might come after us?
Probably liked it.
Hopefully.
He likes a lot. Blah.
If we give him $10, I'm pretty sure he'll be cool with it. But anyways,
Take your tongue out.
But anyways, if you haven't already seen it, I'm pretty sure you have, or you're coming in late to the game like we are. We're going to talk about Deadpool, the movie that I thought would never happen.
It happened. It interrupted your show, man.
Finally. For those of you that don't know, this is kind of a running joke between me and my two brothers. Well, Ryan Reynolds has probably been Ryan Reynolds needed this more than anyone, right? This fucking last 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 movies has flopped on their ass pretty hard.
He was sweating.
Yeah. He wanted this more than anyone. But try to make it short version is, Wolverine Origins happened. A movie that was so terrible that they used time travel to make it not exist no more.
You don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. What are you talking about? Didn't happen. Time travel. The beep, pop, boop, boop.
Huh?
What? Yeah. But in that movie that didn't exist, Ryan Reynolds was Wade Wilson. And this is kind of a joke. I can't remember exactly what issue of Cable and... It was a joke in Cable and Deadpool. Issue 1 or 2, maybe 3, somewhere in like the first 5 issues. Where Cable and Deadpool get into a fight, and Deadpool rips off his mask and says, well, if you look like a fucked up Ryan Reynolds, you would feel bad for me. And guess who they got to play Deadpool? Ryan Reynolds. Get it? Deadpool breaks the 4th wall. So now Ryan Reynolds is part of this joke that breaks the 4th wall, that is part of the 4th wall, and then the 5th wall slams into the 6th wall, and then
What a quinky dink.
But get it, it's a joke.
Don't question it.
Yeah, goes hard against that shit.
Don't lose sleep over it overnight.
Yeah.
Don't lose sleep.
But then, for whatever reason, even all the Deadpool, even in the movie, they make fun of fucking Wolverine Origin a million times. You see the crappy Deadpool action figure. They make a joke about sewing his mouth. Yeah, they make a joke about sewing his mouth shut. And even Ryan Reynolds like, people won't like that. Well, of course, Phil...
That's not funny still, though.
But still, that's the joke. Is like, Phil, the character's...
Right, it's not supposed to be funny.
Yeah. But Deadpool's gimmick is he's the merc with the mouth. He's Spider-Man with guns. You know?
The Spider-Man that talks crap.
Yeah. Where Spider-Man won't drop an F-bomb, Spider or Deadpool will drop an F-bomb and also call you a limp dick at the same time as he shoots you in the kneecap. You know, he's a fucking he's a fucking psychopath. And the movie kind of creates that pretty well, I think. Right? He's funny, but he's not a very likable person. You know?
He thinks he's funny. He's not funny all the time.
Well, he uses humor to cover up his pain, is what he says. But,
I agree.
yeah. But anyways, in the movie, this is Phil, they're never going to make a comic book movie that's 100% accurate that pleases me, are they?
Probably not.
Yeah. But one thing...
Like I said, they're always going to pick something out.
That's true. But at the same time, before we even get into that, let's just kind of go a little non-spoilers. Kind of. But, one thing I liked about this movie is the pacing was really great. They cut in between Wade Wilson's backstory and him being Deadpool and fucking just straight up murdering people. Like, the movie starts off with Deadpool going down the highway and just fucking...
I remember.
Yeah, he fucking just kills that shit out.
He just dropped into a freaking vehicle.
Yeah, he just fucking... Oh, man.
That was insane.
Fucking awesome. And they use it like, another thing too, like, Deadpool's like comic book parody.
He knew he was going to land in it.
Yeah. Deadpool's like kind of like a comic book parody too. So, they use it to comedic effect too. Like, Deadpool kicks a guy off one of the vehicles, and he fucking hits one of the road signs, and his fucking ass splats that's like in the first 2 or 3 minutes of that movie. So, this is not a kid's movie, obviously.
Not really. It
Yeah.
looked real.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, like I said.
Well, I remember when he first dropped in, remember it knocked the driver off balance.
Yeah.
Because he dropped in and it shook the whole vehicle almost.
Yeah. Like I
It
said.
knocked him off balance, and remember he was swerving the vehicle.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, Deadpool is such a... He might be insane.
But it looked like he really dropped in.
Yeah. Deadpool might be insane, but at the
That's
same...
real.
Deadpool might be insane, but at the same time, he is a tactician. Deadpool doesn't know how to make human connections or relate to people, but he knows how to fucking murder the shit out of people.
It did look like he really dropped in, though.
Yeah. Yeah,
because it knocked him off balance, and he's going... That means it knocked the vehicle off balance.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Deadpool doesn't know how to have a normal
How high he was then.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Deadpool doesn't know how to have a normal conversation with someone, but he knows how to fucking murder the shit out of someone. Which is probably why he's the merc with the mouth. But,
He even knocked the vehicle off balance when he dropped in.
Yeah, well,
That's how high he was. That was awesome.
Yeah, like I said, he was even steering the fucking...
That was amazing right there.
Well, like I said, he even started steering the vehicle with his feet while he was fighting people. You know, because like I said, he doesn't know how to just say hi, but at the same time, he could probably break every bone in your body if he wanted to. Which is probably why Colossus was in the movie. But anyways, for those of you who don't know, the short version of the plot is Wade Wilson falls in love with his girlfriend Copycat. He finds out he has cancer pretty much throughout his whole fucking body. They even make the whole joke, she's like, we can get through this, but he's like, yeah, I only have cancer in my brain, liver, lungs, prostate, and liver or something. Yeah, those are all things you can live without. You know? Yeah. Because Deadpool has a pretty sarcastic sense of humor. Pretty morbid sense of humor, actually. So, Deadpool kind of finds out that he's all kind of cancered up and joins the. They never called it the Weapon X program, and there's some references in there. They've been spoiled in the trailer. Oh, don't make my costume green or animated, yada, yada, yada. Like I said, we're late to the game, so if you haven't already seen this movie. Yeah, like I said, I'm pretty sure.
Sounds like he's crying.
Well, it's Ryan Reynolds making fun of himself, you know? Because the movie started off, remember, like, the sexiest man in the world from his People magazine cover, you know? Starring some no-name hack, you know? So it's Ryan Reynolds picking fun at himself and kind of realizing that his career kind of sucks and he needed this fucking thing to work. But,
career out of the gutter.
Pretty much. Lucky for him, this is making a ton of fucking money.
Dude.
Yeah. So, Deadpool 2 already been confirmed. But, yeah. But, anyways, like I said, I like the pacing of it because one of my biggest problems with Batman Begins and the first Iron Man movie is, okay, the movie's called Batman. You want to see Batman whoop people's ass, right?
Yes.
In Batman Begins, you don't see Batman get into his Batman costume until like a fucking 40 to an hour minutes into the movie.
You're saying they're going to do that again?
Yeah.
Probably.
Well, Batman v Superman, they're already skipping that. He's been Batman for a while, so now, like I said, they kind of realized my problems. Like, no one wants to see... Batman's one of my favorite superheroes of all time. Flat out. I love Batman. He's my number one.
I know.
But I have seen Batman's origin story so many fucking times.
That you think you shot him.
Yeah.
You think you shot his parents.
Yeah. Guess what?
That's true.
Batman's origin story is always the same.
Apparently everybody shot his parents then.
Yeah. Batman's origin story is always the same.
Their fans did it.
Yeah. Batman's origin story is always the same. His parents or him get shot in the fucking alley. He becomes the world's greatest ninja detective. Let's move forward. I don't need to see an hour of that anymore. I summed it up in less than 30 seconds. Make it 5 minutes in the movie, and I'm done. I am so sick of seeing Batman's parents getting shot.
You think you did it?
Yeah, I've seen it so many times. I think I've done it at this point.
They've written it so many times. Just you're not supposed to know.
Yeah.
It's just like it just kind of reminds me of Marvel, kind of.
Well, Joe Chill.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Joe Chill's the one that killed Batman's parents in whatever continuity you want to believe. And once again, I brought this up, Phil. You're one of the richest people in the world. Why the fuck are you anywhere near a crime alley?
True that.
A place called Crime Alley, and you're one of the... Phil, if Bill Gates walked down Crime Alley, you think he wasn't gonna... It's fucking called Crime Alley!
Well, he walks down with it with bodyguards.
You might...
Brr, brr, brr.
Phil, what has 3 holes in it and drives down a lane? Internet reference.
A bowling ball?
My parents.
No, I meant a bowling ball. I'm sorry.
Okay. But back to Deadpool off that tangent. I don't want fuck it. You probably already seen the movie, or you should go. If you're if you're a Deadpool fan, you already fucking saw the movie. If you're not, it's really fucking good. It's fucking good action movie. It has its fucking cliches, and it points out its cliches at the same time. So I give it full price. Watch it. I really liked it. I have some nitpicks I'm going to get into after this, but full price, and plus a character. Phil, like I said, this was a running joke for years. You guys, you and my other brother Mike used to send me, oh, they're still making a Deadpool movie, Matt. No, they're not. And it fucking happened, so, I don't know.
I remember it interrupted my show, so I nitpicked at Matt, and I was like, "Oh, Matt, it interrupted my show. Did it interrupt your show yet?" And you were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, like I said, you guys...
It interrupted my show.
Yeah, like I said, you guys...
Like you said.
Like I said, you guys used to send me all these things, and I was like, when I see a trailer on TV, that's when I think it's going to happen. And holy fuck, it finally happened. It's a pretty good movie. I think it's a full price movie, even if you're not a Deadpool fan. It's not a kids movie. Don't go figure. A movie named Deadpool, rated R.
Restricted people.
Yeah.
Don't take your kids to it.
Yeah. Go figure, a movie named Deadpool, rated R isn't meant for kids. But yeah, I thought it was a really good movie. Deadpool is one of my favorite characters of all time. And like I said, I had some nitpick things, but I thought it was a full price movie. I really liked it. So Phil, what's your final thoughts?
I liked the movie. I enjoyed it a lot. I thought there was a lot of jumping action in it. There was a lot of measured up shooting in it that caused a lot of explosions. They really went the explosion budget on it. I thought it was really great. It was a really great movie. Yeah, I don't know. I would give it a full price. I really enjoyed it a lot, and I would actually, I'd watch it again.
Oh yeah, when this comes out on DVD. I haven't bought a fucking movie on DVD in a long time, but I'll probably buy this for sure. Okay, so like I said, I have some nitpicky. That's okay. The movie was. We both agree the movie was great, a full price movie. If you're not really that familiar with the character of Deadpool, this is a pretty good interpretation of him. But as someone who's read almost every other Deadpool comic ever, there's some nitpicky things that kind of.
There's one thing that I didn't like. The one thing I didn't like about it is why are all of the soldiers just carrying machine guns? I noticed that. They're all just carrying machine guns. There's a classic movie rule that anybody that are carrying straight up any type of semi-automatic machine gun, including M4 machine guns or anything like that, are gonna miss. And I realized all of them were freaking carrying machine guns. So they were basically just straight up missing on purpose, it seemed like.
They're stormtroopers, though.
That's what I thought. Yeah, stormtroopers. The stormtrooper rule.
Yeah, the stormtrooper. Exactly, that should just be called the stormtrooper rule.
Yeah.
Well, Phil, like you said, how many action movies have we seen where a guy
nobody had any? They didn't give him any pistols or nothing like that. They just happened to all have machine guns.
Well, in logic, you would want people with machine guns because they can shoot more bullets than a guy with a 6-shooter. But in movie world, people with
they always miss.
Yeah, but in movie world, people with SMGs always miss, while the guy with only a limited amount of shots, which was in the which made that first opening scene pretty awesome, I thought. The guy with because like I said, Deadpool's supposed to be parody. He's comic book parody. That's movie parody, right? The guy with a limited amount of shot is able to take out guys with machine guns that should have just fucking mowed them down in the first 5 seconds.
Maybe you're right then.
Get it? It's supposed to be a parody. That's what I liked about the movie. Deadpool is pretty much Bugs Bunny with machine guns. Like I said, he's Spider-Man with guns. Where Spider-Man will make a bad pun, Deadpool will tell you to fuck yourself while he shoves a corn cob out your ass and then he runs a shotgun up your mouth. He goes, extreme! You know? No, he's yeah! Yeah. He was created in 89 by Rob Liefeld, who pretty much created the fucking Phil, in comic books, the golden age was the 30s and 50s, where comic books started first getting their names. Then the silver age, where the 60s shit got all crazy sci-fi. Then the bronze age, the crazy 80s shit, Watchmen, Jonah Hex fighting aliens. But some people have called the 90s, when I started reading comic books, the dark age of comics. For a fucking reason. And Deadpool kind of came out of that. And Rob Liefeld, you can explain every Rob Liefeld character like, big guy with guns! Yeah. But he created Deadpool as a fucking Deathstroke the Terminator parody. And surprisingly, Deadpool has become more popular than Deathstroke. It's fucking weird, isn't it? A parody of a character has become more popular than the character itself. Just like with Ninja Turtles and Daredevil. The Ninja Turtles started off as a parody of Frank Miller's Daredevil run, and now the Ninja Turtles are way more popular than Daredevil will probably ever be.
That's a little bit right.
Yeah, that's kind of fucking crazy, isn't it? Yeah. My few problems with the Deadpool movie were, well,
They all were carrying machine guns and they missed.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's movie parody. Get it? Like, we just went through that.
So none of them had a pistol.
Well, if they did, they wouldn't have fucking missed, would they?
Right. I see.
Yeah, but that's
they were supposed to miss.
Yeah, that's the joke. It's parody.
So they were supposed to miss.
Yeah, it's parody.
Classic rule.
But the one thing that kind of irks me, the only thing I'm gonna want to get into, because I don't want to get in. Phil, you don't want to talk about 20 minutes of me nitpicking the movie. But the one thing that kind of always the one thing that irks me the most is spoilers for those that don't.
That grinds your gears.
Yeah, that grinds my gears. Yeah. Maybe that should be We Are a Podcast. Matt grinds his gears about nerd shit in movies.
That grinds my IP.
That grinds my IP. You. Fuck you. Oh, goddamn. But, when Deadpool was in the Weapon X program, his healing, they try to inject Wolverine's healing factor into Deadpool to cure his cancer. Doesn't quite work. It makes him all kind of fucked up and lumpy. And that's one thing that kind of bummed me out. One of my big nitpicks.
He's like Cyst Boy.
Yeah. When Deadpool first was... yeah, he's like...
Cyst Boy.
Yeah. In the movie, he just looks like less... He just looked like he was set on fire, He's a burn victim, Which is, pretty fucked up still. I wouldn't want to be a burn victim. But in the comic books, in his early versions, I've shown you these pictures where he's like covered in tumors.
Yeah, he's like Tumor Boy.
Yeah, he's just like, he's lumpy, man. Mm-hmm. It's pretty disgusting and disturbing.
I almost barfed.
Yeah. And they keep, I don't know, for some reason, as the years go on, Deadpool in the comics looks more and more like Freddy Krueger. Which, I don't want to be Freddy Krueger here. He's all burnt and fucked up and his muscle tissue showing.
True.
Yeah, that sucks. But, I like Deadpool in, like, the 92, 95 era, 96 era, where, I don't know, what's worse? Do you want to look all fucked up, burnt with muscle tissue exposed, or be, like, covered in lumps and tumors all over your fucking body?
pass on that.
Yeah.
They'll pass on the tumors and stuff.
Yeah, at least if your face looks burnt up,
At least you get a chance to look normal, or look somewhat normal.
right? If your face is just all burnt and fucked up, you're just like, I was in a fire. But if you're covered like head to toe in tumors and shit, that's even more disgusting, right?
Ain't nobody kissing that.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like, ain't nobody kissing that.
And that was
Definitely.
And that was one of the plot
Ain't no
points.
chick kissing that.
And that was one of the plot points in the movie.
No. There's always a love interest.
Yeah.
They wrote it in.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, the only two things I want to pick up on is that, like I said, I don't want to say I like, but Tumor Deadpool is more disturbing to me than Freddy Krueger Deadpool, I guess. And the other thing is Deadpool when he's in the Weapon X program, he's so fucked up with cancer, tumors, and being experimented on that he wants to die so much that he can see Mistress Death, which is literally the personification of death in the Marvel Universe, which for some reason is a hot chick with a skeleton face. But there's no mention of that in the movie. Because that kind of makes the love story between him and Copycat a little weak, I guess. But, I guess we're kind of done with this. But the after credit scenes, hey, what do you expect? Nick Fury with Samuel L. Jackson with an eye patch over and a trench coat?
Probably. Look like it.
In-joke references. So we just watched the trailer for Daredevil Season 2, which has, it's in continuity with the fucking Marvel movies. Or Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Punisher. Okay, I don't care. Punisher. It's the Punisher. Shane is the Punisher. I don't care.
About time.
Punisher.
Hot dog neck.
Yeah, I want to.
Time.
I am such.
His neck looked like a hot dog.
Oh, so my fanboy just fucking broke through. I don't care. The Punisher. I hope this doesn't suck. Phil, I have two.
It's not gonna suck, Matt. It's the Punisher.
I know.
Nothing Punisher.
But
come on,
Phil, I have two.
Come on.
I have two crappy Punisher movies.
It's not gonna suck.
I know. I hope not. But Phil, I have two crappy Punisher movies.
I thought you had faith in him.
Well, yeah, I did until he got knocked out.
Suck, man.
I had faith until he got knocked out by Eminem. That was the thing. It's not continuity. Don't worry about it.
Stupid.
Oh,
he rap better than the Punisher.
my soul hurts. He did kill a polar bear with his bare hands once.
I fought for the country that you're making money in. Oh well.
Oh. Phil, one of my great
Right.
that should happen. Don't fuck with the Punisher. But Phil, one of my greatest comic book collections I have, and thank you for I'm not gonna name names, but thank you for Anonymous for buying that for birthday gift for me, is Archie Meets the Punisher. It's the fucking greatest comic that ever existed, Phil. Archie from Archie Comics fucking meets the Punisher. Oh wait, he met Predator too. That turned out way worse. Actually, Actually, now that I think about it, oh, Phil, I have, Phil, did I tell you about this? They have Afterlife with Archie, where it's, the Archie characters in the fucking zombie apocalypse.
Mm, yeah. Of course it did.
Why not? Ugh. But anyways, back to the fucking Punisher, or Daredevil Season 2, I guess. Phil, I don't know how you spent your Valentine's Day, but I spent mine with well,
Deadpool. I watched it on Deadpool.
you spent your you
I
spent your
watched it on Valentine's Day.
you spent your Valentine's Day with Deadpool,
Alone. Yes.
and well, you cuddled with Deadpool. He was there. No, deep down, Deadpool loves you. Not just shove a finger in the.
He gave me a Rusty Venture.
And that's more than a reach around. Your Valentine's Day, but I spent mine like I usually do, with a cheap bottle of liquor and and watching "Be My Valentine's Day," Charlie Brown, which is the most fucking depressing, depressing fucking Valentine's Day special of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And then for some reason I started watching Jessica Jones. Oh, Netflix Jessica Jones. You know, because Marvel has a Netflix deal. Which is also one of the most... Phil, I always say that Captain America is my favorite Marvel movies. But I watched it twice, back to back. I stayed up for 13 hours back to back watching Jessica Jones. That is, it's super fucked up. Not for kids.
Yes.
Just like Deadpool, Jessica Jones, Netflix series is not for children. They should not watch that. But, I don't know. So you're not the comic book fan that I am. But at the same time, I've read comic books pretty much for the majority, pretty much since I've been 5 to 30 now. On and off, here and there. But people's always told me comic books were meant for kids. They're kiddie things, you know? And Alias, which is the comic book that Jessica Jones is based off of, also not meant for kids. You know, expand your horizons. Rise above. Realize it's a medium, just like music or movies. You can tell a story the same way you can tell a story in comic books the same way you can tell a story through movies. You know, just like with animation, there's nothing different between Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark and the story of Nim or something. You know, Phil. You think we're ever gonna get a fucking another Mega Man game ever?
No.
Yeah. Capcom just says fuck Mega Man every other day. They're the Konami of fucking Mega Man, ain't they?
Well, Dead or Alive 3.
That's not Konami, or that's not Capcom. Street Fighter 5 is what you're thinking.
I'm sick of everything being Capcom.
Not everything's Cap. My problem is the only thing Capcom cares about anymore is fucking Street Fighter. They fucking
Who cares about Mortal Kombat? I don't.
That's not Capcom.
True. Still, same thing.
So you're saying no one cares about side-scrolling fighters no more?
I thought people can. Apparently, I'm wrong.
They've been making them since Street Fighter 4.
Oh, yeah. It's like, hell yeah. Because once you do all the fatalities, you're gonna want to get rid of the game as soon as possible.
GameStop that shit.
Well, that means you bought it for 7 days. That means you get rid of it under 7 days.
They don't do that no more, Phil, because of that.
Well, good thing I stopped buying games there then.
You can
So I
pre
made a good choice.
you can pre-order the shit out of fucking Batman 5 though. Yeah.
I guess you're better off just buying $7 games from Walmart instead than going to GameStop, because GameStop sucks anyway. Everybody knows GameStop sucks by experience.
Oh man, unfortunately, fucking WWE wrestling. The more and more I watch, the worse and worse it gets.
Roll up after roll up. It's getting kind of boring.
Like I said, Phil, I wish I was banging the boss's daughter.
That too. That helps.
I think we mentioned this on Mike before, but like I said, fucking most of their talent's out. Fucking John Cena, the cash cow, as you say, he's fucking out with a shoulder fucking injury or something.
Cash cattle
Yeah.
now. Uh,
But who's
the cash cattle.
If he was the cash cow, they would have shot him in the head just like old Geller. But maybe he'll get healed and he can fucking still work.
Maybe.
Maybe. But this is the time to hype this is the time to hype new fucking people. You gotta push new people, right?
Yeah, like Kalisto.
Yeah. Or hire Rey Mysterio back. Or La Parka, who they never fucking hire.
Who's Retire Boy?
Did Rey Mysterio retire?
Yeah. Think so.
I suck. But that's what I'm saying.
Kill somebody. Almost kill somebody.
That was an accident. He took the bump wrong, Phil.
Oh, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's time to hype new material. Oh, what did they do? They brought back the Dudley Boys and they fucking made them D-listers. You know?
Yep. And they lost.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You brought back the Dudley Boys, so they're fucking D-listers now. You know, they keep.
Yep. They just showed up for a check. They're check boys.
Well, they showed up because Vince found out he had a bunch of fucking Dudley Boy T-shirts locked up in storage.
Probably.
You know? Fucking Sting, shit, he ain't never done that. He's on an injury too, isn't he? I think.
Yep, neck boy.
Oh yeah, the my neck's so fucked up club.
Yep. Neck clinic.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh shit. Yeah, his neck's so messed up. If you bump your head wrong, you're dead. Club.
Yep. You take one wrong suplex and your neck is gonna give out. It's like, yeah, you take one more suplex and your neck, dude, it's just like straight up, it's gonna give out. And that's it. Like, we ain't even playing. We're trying to tell you nicely here.
Yeah. Him, Taz, Hardcore Holly, and Bret Hart, right?
Yep. All of them.
Brutal business.
Neck clinic.
So, Phil, it's probably over. We're never going to get we didn't buy the Royal Rumble. Or the fuck is it? Because you showed me at Walmart, the fucking membership you can buy at the fucking Walmart card. What is that thing?
Oh, yeah, you mean the
3-month pass or whatever the fuck it was.
Yep, the 3-month WE pass. It's like $30.
Yeah, we never bought that. For good reasons, I guess. Hey, you can watch it all on YouTube now, right?
Maybe.
And with that being said, this is the end of We Are Podcast, the only podcast on the internet where we talk about what we want to talk about. This was episode 42. My name is Matt.
My name's Phil, leader of the Overlord Tank Group. Thanks for enjoying the episode tonight with us.
Also known as the Podcast of Thunder and Talking Shit. You can follow us on SoundCloud. Leave a question, comment, or email at podcast@gmail.com. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, this is We Are Podcast, the only show where we talk about what we want to talk about. We Are Podcast, let the ice house flow. We Are Podcast, it's an internet talkie show. We Are Podcast, you know the mouse knows. We Are Podcast, so look up an episode and that's the show.